Hello everybody, I hope that you're all doing well today. And today here at the tiny house, it is a hot day, so I'm mostly doing things inside of the tiny home. So I've been doing a little cleaning, a little meal prepping for the work week, and just doing things inside. There's only a few things I need to do outside. I've done a video. I don't know how far back it was, but pretty far back. Maybe like early spring, I did a video about making up like a concoction to help get rid of the wasp and the yellow jackets and hornets. And so I haven't done that in probably about 2 or 3 weeks, and I noticed that I've been seeing more wasps than I was, and the reason I haven't been filling it up, the little trout, is because we've had so much rain, and I just figure it would like dilute the solution that I use in it, and it wouldn't like really serve its purpose. But we don't have any rain in the forecast. Maybe like later on towards the week, it's going to be a very hot week. I think it's going to be in the 90s all week this week. Heat index is supposed to be over 100 every day. And so I thought, well, today I'll go ahead and do that and see if that will calm the wasps down a little bit. And I feel like that it is making a difference, because I haven't seen a whole lot of wasps until about the last week. I've been seeing some flying around, but nothing like we normally do. So I do think it does make a difference. And so if you haven't seen that video, then check out the video. And I can put a link in the description, for you to get to it easy if you want to. I found a couple of YouTube videos that show like what they do to help get rid of like the wasp, hornet, and yellow jackets. And I just kind of like combine that together. And so I wanted to show you, and I feel like it really does work. And I need to redo, there's like a powder too. I'm not going to do it today, but there's like a powder that you can put up around your house to also help deter them away from your home. And so maybe next weekend I can do that, but I'm not going to do it today. And so I thought I'd show you a little trick. And so the trick is the boric acid. And so I have 99.9% purity. And then I just ordered it off of Amazon. And it's fairly cheap. It's like $10, I think. Around $10. I'll put a link of that in the description too. And so I just been taking like 2 cups of apple juice, and I'll get 2 tablespoons of this and put in there. And then I'll throw it in the microwave, because the borax, it does not dissolve well in liquid. And so that's what I have found that helps it to dissolve in that liquid. Otherwise, it's just going to like sit on the bottom of whatever you're putting it in. And I think, to me that made a difference. So I'm going to go ahead and get that going. So I just get some apple juice here. And because one of them said to use apple juice, the other one didn't say to use apple juice. So I just took the information I got from the 2 videos and just kind of combined it. And here's a tablespoon. So I'll go ahead and heat this up and then let it dissolve. And then whenever I get ready to like put the little traps together, it will have a chance to cool off. So I just stir up this, but I'll show you after stir. Even no matter how long you stir it, it just does not seem to dissolve. But I found if you heat it up and then let it cool, that works. You do have a little bit that falls to the bottom, but not very much. So I got all of that stirred up, and you see how it falls to the bottom. I don't want to get it boiling, I just want to get it hot. So we'll do like a minute and 10 seconds. What you doing, buddy? Watching everything? Say hello, everybody. He's always yawning. Are you always tired? So what this does is it attracts, you want to attract the wasps. It doesn't hurt the bees at all. You want to attract the wasps, hornets, and yellow jackets. And so whenever they drink this little magic concoction, they'll take it back to their nest and it collapses the nest. So now I'm just going to pour this apple juice and borax into these containers. And so I wanted to show you after heating up the apple juice, you can still see a little bit of residue at the bottom, but nothing like it was before. So heating it up and letting it cool, I found that it works really good to get that borax dissolved. Now I'm just going to cut up some oranges and put that in there with it. To help attract them. That's what you want. You want to attract them, and so they will come and get a drink. I really do feel like it works. Then you're going to get some cat food, not like seafood or fish flavored, but get like meat based flavor. So this right here is turkey. And so we're going to throw some turkey cat food in there. And this is supposed to help attract, according to the videos I watched, the hornets, because they like meat. So I'm going to throw some of that in there. And you want the mixture that you make, you want it to be like coated over like the meat and the oranges. You want it to soak in. And so typically when it's not raining very much, I usually freshen this up every week. But the last few weeks I haven't done it just because we've had so much rain. I felt like it might be pointless to do that. And then if you want to, you can make like these little wreaths for it to try to protect it when it rains. And so now we're going to go put these back outside. Very simple. I just picked up some sticks. I'm going to break this in half and stick it in here to make it easy for whoever stops by for a snack can get in there easily, can walk on that stick. It is almost summertime, and with summertime we have a lot of projects that we do, and most of those are outside, whether it's redoing your landscape or your gardening. But do you ever consider your lighting? And so today I am so happy to share with you the sponsor of today's video, xmcosy. And with xmcosy, you can turn your outdoor space into a magical area. Whether it's a picnic area or a garden that you're really wanting to show off, you can do that with xmcosy. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to set up xmcosysolarlights lights. This is their new solar garden lights with LED filament. And we're going to unbox this and get this set up. If you're like me, you have spent a lot of money on outdoor solar lights, and they are cheaply made and they break easy and they're made from plastic and they don't do a really good job waterproofing. Well, that is not so with xmcosy. They are made with a beautiful stainless steel body and electroplated bronze, and their stakes are not plastic either. They are made with aluminum, and so they are very sturdy. On the top, you have your strong-built solar power panels, and this is made from glass. So you just unscrew it. Inside here, you have your rechargeable battery, and this is your LED filament, and you can also adjust how bright you want your light to be. You have a high and a low setting here. So all you have to do is just turn it on. This is the low setting, and you can make it as bright as you want. This is on the high setting, and you can see how beautiful the light shines through this glass globe. We're going to be setting these beautiful lights up in this garden area, and then we'll come back tonight and we'll see how beautiful it looks with the xmcosy lights. I can't wait to see it. xmcosy is your one-stop shop to help you bring coziness into your home. They offer outside solar lights, string lights, solar motion sensor lights, wall lights, smart lights, and more. With 16 million colors and dimmable brightness, you will find the perfect ambiance to meet your style. They offer voice control and smart lighting with built-in Wi-Fi, making setup easy within the xmcosy app. Compatible with Google Assist and Amazon Alexa. If you're interested in xmcosy solar lights, I encourage you to check them out at xmcosy.com. You can also click the link in the description and you can find them on Amazon. And I encourage you to try them out for yourself and bring your outdoor space to life. While we're out here on this side of the yard, here's the blackberry bushes that I planted at the beginning of spring. Doing very well. There's that one. A new development in the garden is we have a cantaloupe here, a cantaloupe right here. There's a watermelon. These are the first red tomatoes. Here's a cucumber that's ready. And another cucumber. And a bell pepper. Get these rinsed off. And I went to Mom's and got a couple of like bigger tomatoes. And these are from the tomato plant that we planted over at Mom's by her porch at the beginning of spring. And it's doing really great. I thought I would make a homemade pizza for supper and use some of the vegetables here that we got from the garden today. Thought I'd put some fresh tomatoes on it and some bell pepper. So I think that would be really good. And yesterday I was over at Grayson's. Today is Sunday. Sunday the 28th. And so yesterday I went to Grayson's and got him started on the living room. Got like all of the stuff off the wall, blinds and things like that. Washed all the walls and painted the trim. I didn't get the crown molding done, but I did get the baseboards done and a lot of the trim, like the windows all trimmed out and painted. And so got a whole lot of stuff done while I was at his house yesterday. He's going to be moving in here in about a week. So trying to get that together. And I did take a little bit of video while I was over there, so I'll show you that right now. Roll the clip. I'm here at Grayson's and I'm going to start working on the living room, painting the trim and painting the walls. He's at work right now, so I thought I would come and help him out today because he's going to be moving next week. Still has a whole lot to do. So we're going to be tackling that project today. So I got all of the light switch plates off and the electric plates off, all the screws and stuff from the window treatments, got that off, and moved things like in the center of the ring. So now I'm going to wash down the walls and then we'll start trimming and transforming this ring. is what we got done so far. We didn't get to the trim at the top, but these little window sections are done. And the windows, both windows are done. The baseboards are done. And then Grayson's already got one coat. He's doing like a light gray color. You can see like the difference from what it was to what it's going to be. So I think this light gray is going to be really, really pretty up against white trim. See, maybe here you can see about how the contrast, of course all this has got to be trimmed out, but this is kind of like the color. It needs another coat, so it'll be a little bit darker, but then you have your white trim on the windows. So it's all coming together. Project to be continued. This pizza looks yummy. It looks delicious. It looks very yummy. It's so cool that I was able to pick vegetables right out of my garden and put it on a homemade pizza. Well, Buddy and I, we hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss a notification. And don't forget to hype the video and share it if you think you know someone who will like it. And we both want to wish you also a happy 4th of July. So by the time this video comes out, it'll probably be July the 4th. So however you spend the 4th of July, I hope that you have a safe 4th and you get to spend it with people that you enjoy being around. 250 years, can you believe it? And I know compared to all the other countries, America is very, very young compared to all the other countries that have been around for a very long time. And so happy 250th anniversary. And at this time, I don't really know how I'm going to be spending that day. I know that the church has got a cookout, so we may do that. I'm not really sure. We just have to wait and see what I do on the 4th. But right now, I don't have any definite plans. And I hope that you go out and you make it a great day. God bless. You be safe. And we will see you on the next one. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. We'll see you on the next one. Yes, we will. Bye-bye. And don't forget to check out xmcosy at xmcosy.com. You can also check out the link in the description.